Hello everyone. I just wanted to pop on for a moment. I had a session with a friend of mine recently, and she saw my Zoom background, which is actually from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. So I just wanted to share that a little bit more. There were questions about it and everything, so I figured I'd just go ahead and make a video. So the Dreams of Gaia Tarot is my favorite deck that I own so far, and it's got gold gilded edges, which for those of you who are newer to the cards, those will wear and fray. Like you can see how this is starting to like come off. But I have had this deck for a while, so I've had it for, I don't know, 6, maybe 7 years, somewhere in there. I don't know. And it has this really, like, the guidebook is pretty hefty. The descriptions are really thorough, and you kind of get more than just the basic, this symbolizes this. It goes into depth a lot more than a lot of the other tarot books do. It is a bit um, off the beaten path in that it doesn't quite follow the traditional tarot structure. So normally tarot is 78 cards. This deck is 81 cards. It is more in alignment with a Thoth deck than with a Rider-Waite deck. But I wanted to show you, so the first, like, the card that's on the cover of the, you have a little bit of a glare that I'll try and keep off, but the Destiny card is the card that you'll see like on the cover of the box for this deck. But so I wanted to show you just some of the major arcana, and the major arcana, they have 25 cards instead of the normal 22, and some of the archetypes are different in this deck, and I personally, I love that. But it is really like heavily Celtically influenced, so you'll see like lots of Celtic knots, Celtic symbols, lots of dragons and things like that. But so the instead of like the normal Fool that you would start off with in a traditional tarot deck, this one starts off with Choice, and then like another one of the cards, you also see like a lot of plays with light and dark happen throughout this deck, which is kind of, for me, I love it. It's cool to me. So still some of the major arcana here that I'm showing you. And the last major arcana card that I'm going to show you right now. And then just so you guys could get like a feel, I'm going to go through the kings of each suite. And they do the suites as the elements and not as like the wands and pentacles and all that. It's the elements themselves. So we have the King of Earth. And I really just love the artwork because it's really rich, and it seems like it's one of those decks that even though I work with it all the time, um, there's always more to kind of see and explore and find and have things come up. So I appreciate that about working with this deck. And it's a really easy deck to work with if you like working with your decks for purposes other than like reading. So if you like to meditate with it, or you like to use them to start journaling prompts or things like that, I find this deck to be really fun. So I want to show you now some of the like not face cards, although one face card did make its way in there because it's like one of my favorite cards. But so here you have Eight of Earth, and you have the One of Water, and you have the Four of Fire. And yeah, this one is technically still a face card, but I do absolutely love it. And it's 12 of Air, and it's the Scribe. But that's just to give you kind of an overall sense of some of the art in this deck and help you better decide whether you think it's for you or you want to work with it. I personally, like I said, it's my favorite deck so far, and I think I want to say 12 tarot decks at this point. I have about probably 38 or 39 decks, including oracle cards and such, but I do love it. It is a little bit different. Like I said, the archetypes don't quite line up one to one with Rider-Waite, if that's what you're used to reading with, or if that's what you're looking for. and they don't line up one to one with Thoth either, but um, it is more like the vibe is more of that than Rider Waite. And yeah, so I hope that helps you kind of get a better idea of Dreams of Gaia Tarot.